So guys, in the ever-evolving stress ball that is my life, my mother's piece of junk Chevrolet Cruze has died on her for like the 15th time. Another overheat situation. It's on like its third water pump. Third or fourth set of hoses, coolant outlets, second, thermostat, big old piece of junk, like 105,000 miles on it. So need to get my cooling system pressure tester to figure out where that hunk of junk is leaking from. In the interim, I gave her my 2002 Outback to drive. And she went to the grocery store and it died with her behind the wheel. Went and checked it out. Looks like the alternator has died once again. Alternator is, I don't know, 8 or 9 years old at this point. It is from Advanced Auto Parts, just a remanufactured. And, you know, they're not that great. Never have I had any luck with reman alternators on Subarus. This one's lasted quite a while, but luckily I found an OEM H6 alternator at the junkyard, at the U-Pull-It yard, back in the wintertime. And that's like a $600 alternator brand new, or $490, something like that, an insane price. And I picked it up for like 35 bucks, because why would I not get it? So it's a good thing I did get it, because now I need it. So we need to go rescue that car, put an alternator on that car, and jump it off because the battery has died. And pressure test her piece of junk Chevy Cruze. So let's grab some tools, hit the road, and go fix it in the parking lot of the Food Line. So got all our tools lined up. I think that's everything we should need. And our brand spanking new, super shiny, super clean, and really expensive Mitsubishi alternator. Really, really thankful I picked that up. And we're gonna take that old alternator and do a rebuild on it, so we've got a nice spare in case this one ever happens to fail. All right, so that's one problem fixed. Mom's trucking along in the Outback. The alternator was what was wrong. At least I hope that's what it was. Stupid me did not bring my multimeter to 100% confirm it, but all the lights were coming on, warning lights. It had no power. The gauges were jumping. Cut it off, would not crank, battery dead. So I assume it was the alternator dying. That's happened to me before in the past, and it was the same type of symptoms. So alternator on there, jumped it off. Boom, seems to be running perfectly fine. Probably needs a new battery because that battery is probably as old as the alternator and probably about 6-7 years old. Only problem is the negative battery terminal clamp is kind of stuck and corroded on there, so I'm gonna have to work with that so I don't break it off. So now we gotta go to her house and try to figure out where her piece of junk Chevy Cruze is leaking coolant from now. So let's get over there and try to figure it out. All right, let's see if we can figure out where this coolant leak is coming from. Go ahead and top the reservoir up with water. Pump up the pressure. See where it's squirting out. Looks like we found our issue. I saw some coolant here earlier, but wasn't sure if that's what the problem was. It looks like it is this coolant feed line to the turbocharger leaking right down there. If it'll focus, right there. Should be able to see it leaking right there at the edge of the turbo coolant feed right there. So trying to get on the horn with the GM dealer, see if they got one. Hopefully they're not closed yet. Hopefully they got one in stock. All right guys, so I got the heat shield off of the manifold and around the turbo, and there's where we're leaking. It's the coolant line for the turbo. Unfortunately, it's a hard line that goes in the back of the turbocharger, and from what I've seen online, the turbo has to be removed to replace that line. So this ain't getting done this afternoon. So we did fix the Outback. We haven't fixed the Cruze, but at least we know what's wrong with Mom's car. So there you go. So this repair will be another day and another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. A little less stress now. And I'll see you all in the next one.